Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Come on in, come on in. I am back. I am back. I am back. Of course, I am the queen of collaborations, and I present to you voices from behind the walls of TDCJ, which is the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I'm just on here calling for prison reform in that state, as well as reform of the parole board. For those that have been following me and supporting the things that I do, I am one of the co-founders of the Free Texas campaign, and I am just here to shed light on some of the injustices and some of the things that are taking place in the state of Texas that a lot of people that are outside the state of Texas is not aware of. Being a resident outside of the state of Texas, I didn't know that a lot of the things that were going on in the state of Texas was going on. And it is disheartening and sad that we see this. You can Google corruption in the state of Texas. I do it on a constant basis to see what's new, what I did not know. I am currently I'm currently working on my master's, and I am taking a class. We are dealing with doing presentations and presenting. We have to do a mini TED talk, and I am going to be doing a mini TED talk on the corruption in the state of Texas. So I'm going to be bringing light to a couple cases that I have been working with and trying to help bring some awareness to. For those that truly follow me, there is, I think I want to say there's about 35 individuals that I am currently working with. Um, here they are. Here they are, right here. 35 individuals that I am working with that have been wrongfully and overly incarcerated in the state of Texas. And when I say wrongfully and overly incarcerated, you have individuals that have falsified documents, have been proven that these documents were falsified, yet the judge, the prosecutor, the DA, they still push forward with these trials. And as a matter of fact, they expedited a lot of these cases. And if you look at a lot of the cases in the state of Texas, you will see a lot of holes, a lot of different things that should not be taking place. But you have legislation, you have Congress people, you have representatives that are in place, and these people are well aware of a lot of the things that are taking place in the state of Texas. But my thing is, what is their concern? A lot of these people, they go home at night, they celebrate birthdays, they celebrate weddings, they celebrate anniversaries, they celebrate all of these different milestones. Yet the people that are being falsely, wrongfully, and overly incarcerated, their lives have been ruined. Then you think about the lives that have been ruined because their lives have been ruined. And it keep going on and on and on. When will this cycle break? When will this cycle break, y'all? When will this cycle break? And when will those that have the power, Ron Reynolds, Sheila Jackson Lee, Cornell X, um, Rodney Ellis, you have so many legislate people that are in in place. Carlo Sherman. You have Monica De La Cruz. You have so many different people that are in power. They're in office. They're elected officials that can bring awareness to some of these things, can speak on some of these things, can vote on some of these things, can put some of these things into law, into place to be voted on, but will not do it. Even the news people, y'all, I've been reaching out to KSAT 12. I've been reaching out to Can 5, just getting these individuals to try to shed some light on what is going on within the prison system there in the state of Texas. You got individuals committing suicide, and then they wonder why the drug um, problem there in the TDCJ is so high. Number one, you don't provide these people with any type of rehabilitation programs. They had schooling, they took that out. Everything that would help these people better themselves so that they can return to society and be a productive citizen when they have served their time. Because don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some of these people that are in prison, they did their crime. We're not disputing that they do their time. They not do their crime. But once they have completed their time and their time has been served, they have to come back into society. What are we doing to prepare them to come back into society? We're not doing anything because the Texas Department of Criminal Justice has become a money-making business for the state of Texas. The governor knows that, and apparently all of the elected officials knows that, and they have taken advantage of that because what they do, they keep knocking down laws that could help free some of these people. We talk about the juveniles. We talk about these juvenile cases that they push these kids through like adults. It has been proven and said over and over that these kids that are 15, 16, and 17 that are committing these crimes, these babies don't know what they're doing. They have not rationalized and conceptualized exactly what they're doing. Won't realize until they're in their 20s the mistakes and the things that they have done wrong. But when you're given these capital murder cases, these capital cases where these people are getting, I'm talking about getting years that a lot of them will never be able to complete. They get in terms and sentences that they will not be able to complete. You talk about 150 years. Of 150 year sentence, you know, these people got to serve at least 40 years in order to get a consideration of parole. Now, we're not going to talk about the parole board right now because that's a whole nother situation that has to be addressed as well. But we talk about them prosecuting these babies like adults and then taking them straight from the courthouse and placing them in adult facilities. They don't wait till they turn 18. They don't wait till they turn 21 to place them in these facilities. You're talking about taking a 15-year-old young lady, placing her inside a grown woman's jail, prison. She's been there since she was 15. She's now 44 years old. So she had to grow up. This is what they're doing in the state of Texas. We talk about the rubber stamping of the indictments. Now we want to talk about how did we acquit the Attorney General when we see all of the evidence that they had that could have put this man behind prison bars. So you acquit him to impeachment, but now he's up for criminal charges. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But these are the people that you guys keep electing in. Y'all, election is coming up. Some of these people need to be voted out. But yet y'all keep electing them into office. Y'all keep putting them back in office like they are doing some great things, and they're not. And they're not. But I am I'm letting the state of Texas know that you are being watched. The world is watching y'all because guess what? Y'all rank high. Y'all lead the nation in exonerations, and y'all lead the nation in execution. Y'all will wrongfully convict somebody, and then y'all don't want to make right what you have done wrong. Y'all have so many people that are incarcerated because of y'all falsification of documents. Proven. I have documents proving that there are individuals that are locked up right now in TDCJ that should not even be locked up. I have letters from judges that state that if what you are saying is correct, then you should not be locked up. But the judges will not get up off their behind and go to the right people and tell these people to release these people. And it's sad. that they have to spend money to go to the U.S. Supreme Court to try to get their cases reversed. And then in a lot of cases, these people are sending them back. You put in grievances against different bodies and different things, and you appeal different stuff. They don't even listen. The state of Texas need to be held accountable. Elected officials need to be held accountable. And I won't stop. I'm not going to stop because there's too many people that are wrongfully and overly incarcerated in the state of Texas. Now, I'm gonna read something really quick because this is something that I often share. You know, you have individuals that are locked up, and if y'all have not been following or have not had an opportunity to grab you a copy of Aspiring Authors Magazine, grab your copy, and you can catch up with what has been going on within the Texas Department of Corrections. Um, Department of Criminal Justice, because often I run articles in the magazine based on conversations that I have with those that are incarcerated. Some of them you have heard on, y'all have heard here on the network. Um, and I will continue to bring the stories. I actually was supposed to have someone on this morning, but again, you never know what happens. They may have been short staffed, and when they're short staffed, they lock them down. It's hard for them to keep staff members because of the way they run. You know, we say we can't imagine how they are living in these different environments. Well, how if they're living in these environments, think about the people that go to work every day and have to work in these environments and they don't want to work. So you have a lot of these people that don't show up to work. So they're always short staffed. And then you get those that think that they run the prison system, that the prison is theirs, and they do whatever they want to to um to stop and to hinder. But I'm here, like I say, I'm here to serve them notice, and I just want to share this, and I'm just gonna read this to you guys. Urgent call for reform. The state of Texas, TDCJ, and the Parole Board. Enough is enough. It is time to demand justice and reform in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and the Parole Board. Our current system is failing us, failing our communities, our families, and those seeking a fair chance at redemption. Join us in raising our voices and fighting for change. TDCJ, a system that crushes hope. Every year, thousands of individuals find themselves trapped in a broken system that seems designed to punish rather than rehabilitate. We cannot stand by idly by while lives are wasted behind bars. With limited access to meaningful education, mental health resources, and job training. The Parole Board, unjust decisions. The current Parole Board has become notorious for denying parole to eligible individuals without a fair and objective assessment. We cannot accept a system that stifles rehabilitation, perpetuates inequalities, and denies second chance to those who have shown their commitment to change. Devastating consequences for the families. The impact of the injustice system reaches from behind the prison walls. Families are torn apart. Children grow up without their parents, and communities suffer from the ripple effect of broken lives. We must demand a fair and just parole system that recognizes the importance of family reunification and the potential for positive contributions to society. The time for change is now. We believe in the power of redemption, rehabilitation, second chances, and it's time for Texas to lead the way in reforming our criminal justice system. We need transparency to shed light on the decision-making process of the parole board. Let the public know why individuals are being denied parole to ensure a fair assessment for all. Rehabilitation programs, invest in education, job training, mental health support, and substance abuse treatment within TDCJ. Empower individuals with the tools they need to successfully reintegrate into society upon release. Second chance opportunity. Create a pathway for individuals to demonstrate their readiness for parole. Implement evidence-based assessments that focus on rehabilitation in the future for potential rather than past mistakes. Together, we can make a difference. And that's my plea to the state of Texas. Too many people are behind prison walls that need to be given a second chance. You talk about those that have all the degrees, they've taken all of the classes that y'all do allow, because we know that y'all have taken so much out of the system. And I'm just going to be real and transparent right now to all of those that are free. Some of us that are free, we have broken the law and should be behind prison walls, but grace and mercy spared us and kept us free. But because we had a chance not to go behind prison walls, we don't understand. And we turn a blind eye, we close our ears, we don't listen. But y'all, this is a problem, and it's not just plaguing Texas, y'all. It's plaguing all over the United States and abroad, because people have figured out how they can get free labor, how they can abuse individuals. So then you look at the legislation that they put in place. It's not designed for us to succeed. In us as brown and black people, y'all, it truly is designed to hinder us, because slavery, it didn't end in the 60s. It didn't end when they said it was over. They just figured out a way that they can do it. It's never ended. They just figured out another way. Mass incarceration is real. So, y'all, it's time for all of us to come together, to speak up, and to stand. We can no longer allow them to incarcerate, overly and wrongfully incarcerate our people. I'm going to end with this, because there was a situation in San Antonio not too long ago, less than a month ago. There was an individual up in age. He was pulled over by the county sheriff. The county sheriff removed him from his vehicle, took him to meet 8 other city police officers in the city of San Antonio. Behind a church, they beat this man, they stepped on him, and they tried to plant drugs on him. Case was dismissed, y'all. Guess why? Because a 13-second clip from a police officer's police cam showed that what this man was saying was true. Not only that, while in court, the district attorney said, and he may have been the assistant district attorney, said that he didn't like black people and he wasn't helping. The judge, they brought it to the judge's attention, and what did she do? Nothing. This ain't happened 20, 30, 40 years ago, y'all. This happened exactly 2 weeks ago. So if you think that this justice system is set up for you and I, it's not. It is injustice what is taking place. And it's not just for us. So when you think that you will rely on the corrupted judicial system, that it works, it doesn't. And it's been proven over and over again that it does not. 3 to 4 decades, the state of Texas have been doing this to our black and brown people. You go over to those those prisons within the TDCJ, and you see who is incarcerated. You see the people that are incarcerated. If you don't have money, you don't have a chance in the state of Texas. They will abuse their power, and they have been doing it for years. We are calling for the Department of Justice to come to Texas and go through there. There's so much that need to be investigated, but it needs to be investigated by people that do not have an interest, because they have been investigating. They've been investigating themselves. So when you investigate yourself, guess what? You have an opportunity to cover up. And that's what's been happening. Cover up after cover up after cover up. And it's time for it to stop. So y'all are going to be hearing a lot from me. And I mean a lot from me, because I'm not resting. There's people in that corrupted TDCJ system that need to be free. These people have been overly incarcerated, wrongfully incarcerated for years. And the state of Texas is afraid to release them because they know what is going to happen. But I'm telling you, you cannot keep them there forever. And it's all going to come out. And I am slowly but surely going to expose you. See, a lot of people are afraid to stand up and to speak out against all this wrong stuff. But let me tell you something. I have nothing to lose. So you can come for me if you want. I have nothing to lose, because God called me to this. And I know he will see me through. See, what's done in the dark always comes to the light. I didn't understand this journey that I was on. Didn't understand why I kept getting pulled to this. But now I do. And now I'm on a mission, and I can't turn back. I can't turn back. And I'm going to be calling on a lot of friends and a lot of supporters to stand with me. So if you are in the state of Texas, you follow me, you support the things that I do, you support what I stand for, I'm definitely going to be relying on you to help me be a voice. I'm going to be relying on you for a lot of things, because again, I'm not from Texas. I don't know my way around. I don't know none of that. So I'm going to be dependent on a lot of you guys. But get ready. Know that I am coming, and I'm coming soon to the state of Texas. I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting it die. And every representative that I reached out to, every news station that I reached out to, every reporter that I reached out to, I will be knocking on your door when I get there. So no, the queen is on her way. You will see me soon. Y'all, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry that we did not have the guests come on today, but I will have opportunity to get them on. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day, and I love you guys. Thank you. Hey, Raheem. Hey, what's going on?